Good.
One.
Today, I'm gonna be reading to you guys The Little Lost Duckling. You guys see it?
The little lost duckling.
You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, do you guys see it like that, or are you closer?
That's
Yeah, we could see it.
It looks good.
So one sunny morning, Mother Duck led her 4 new ducklings down the old pond. Stay close, little ones, she told them. But one little duckling didn't listen. Follow me, my babies, called Mother Duck as she swam away. But one little duckling didn't do as she was told. She didn't want to follow her mother across the water. She wanted to dart after dragonflies, watch the frogs hop on the little pads, and chase the glinting fish. Can you guys see that she's playing?
Cute.
So that's just what little duckling did. She splashed in the water and frightened the fish. She snapped her little beak at the dragonflies and she quacked in amazement when the kingfisher flew by, like a little piece of the summer sky. So she's having fun. Okay. After a while, little duckling was tired of playing. She scrambled up onto the riverbank and fluffed out her feathers to dry. Around her, the wind whispered in the grass. The leaves rustled and overhead, the sky grew dark. Little duckling realized she was all alone. No, so now she noticed that she's alone, that nobody's there with her.
Aw.
Little duckling looked out across the pond. Mother duck was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, little duckling wanted to see her mother very much in need. Just then, Hedgehog came shuffling through the leaves. Have you seen my mommy? Asked little
Listen.
Hedgehog and carried on hunting for juicy worms to eat. So the little duck asked if he had seen his mom and he ignored her, right? He was doing his thing. So little duckling walked a little further down the riverbank until she met Squirrel. Have you seen my mommy? She said again. But Squirrel was too busy collecting acorns to even answer. So little duckling had to carry on walking. So she was ignored by the little squirrel too. She hadn't gone very far before she met Rabbit. Who are you? The rabbit asked. I am lost. I am a lost little duckling and I'm looking for my mommy, said little duckling bravely. Then stay by the water, or Mr. Fox will get you, said Rabbit. And with a flash on his white tail, he disappeared back beneath the ground. So there was a fox, right? And it seems like everybody's scared of the fox. Little duckling wasn't feeling very brave at all now. She quacked loudly, hoping Mother Duck might hear her. It wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that if I were you, said a squeaky voice. Mr. Fox might hear you. It was a mouse. Oh dear, cheeped the little duckling. Please help me find my mommy. But the mouse had gone scurrying away through the grass. So nobody wanted to help the little ducky. Just then a big furry beaver scrambled onto the bank. He grunted, what what's a little duckling like you doing here all on your own? I'm lost and I'm looking for my mommy, wailed the poor little duckling. Is she a nice brown cuddly mommy? Asked Beaver. Who told you always to stay close by her side? Little duckling nodded sadly. Then you'll find her looking for you over by those rears, said Beaver. And so she was. Mommy, quacked little duckling happily. I promised to never wander off again. And do you know what? And you know what? She never ever did. Oh, it's a short book. So what does it tell us, guys?
What does it tell them?
What
Yeah.
does it tell us?
How come you guys won't read stuff like the Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter books for class?
Not to wander off.
Not to wander off. Clifford, I don't think I have a Lord of the Ring book.
Or Harry Potter?
I would have to look for something like that.
Huh?
I would have to look for another book that it's Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. But so basically, what happened to the little duck?
She got lost because she
He
wouldn't
got lost.
Got lost
listen
because she
to
didn't
her
listen to her
mother.
mom, right? So I'm gonna be reading to you guys another book here soon, but let's talk about this one. So what would have happened if she would have listened to mom? Would she have gone through all that she went?
No.
No, it would have been easier to find mom, right?
Yeah.
But she decided not to listen to mom, so she got lost. So it tells you, so when somebody tells you don't wander off, it's because they know that there's danger there. What could have happened to the little duckling if the fox would have got her?
I killed it.
Yeah, she probably would have ate her. So mom was
There
just
probably would have been a bunch of blood.
to be in danger, right?
I know. Where is she?
So mom was trying to help prevent her to get
Like put all
danger
the
to
boxes.
get hurt, maybe. So that's why she was telling her to don't leave her side. But she decided to leave her side because she wanted to play with what? Do you guys remember what she wanted to play with or she was playing with?
The frog? Fireflies.
Dragonflies, frogs, what else?
Frogs.
So she was playing with frogs, dragonflies, and there was one more thing.
Fish.
Fish. So she decided to not listen to mom because she wanted to play.
Mama. Swallow. Swallow. Swallow.
So let's see. I have another book that I'm gonna read for you guys.
Yes.
Which one is? Oh, hi, kid.
Yeah.
What's up, kid
So
boy?
Sticks and salsa.
What?
Sticks and salsa. You guys see?
Sorry, Edith.
I can see it.
Edith, can you unmute yourself? Sorry.
There you go.
All
Do
right.
you guys see?
Yeah.
So it's chicks and salsa. So there were grumbling in the hen house of Nurture Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. Miss Nurture, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoons. The rooster was perched on a fence post outside the farmer's farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Salsa, he said. Led by the rooster, the chickens got into the garden where they took tomatoes and uprooted onions. Can you guys see the chickens getting the tomatoes and the onions?
Yeah.
That night, the chickens ate chips and salsa though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips. That tasty thing of tomatoes and onions hung over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Ole." So they were really loving the salsa they had gone. Very soon, there were mumbling at the duck pond of Nutscher Farm. Inspired by the chickens, the ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. So the ducks were tired of eating fish now, so they wanted to do what the rooster did. Oh no. That night, the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocados. Let me see, I'm missing a page fell. Okay. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Ole." While the roosters distracted farm snatchers, the pigs puddled into the garden where they borrowed beans and chopped chilies. Oh, so now the pigs are eating beans and chopped chilies. That night, the pigs ate nachos. Though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce, their delightful deliciousness of cheese and chilies hung over the barnyard, and the pigs said, "Ole." As everybody knows, when a passion for southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals, and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents collide in the barnyard air, it can only lead to one thing: a fiesta. The rooster got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada receipt. The horses decorated the barn. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance through. Nobody was quite certain where the bull got the sombrero. You guys see? They're having a party. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden, but all the spicy southwestern supplies were gone. The scallions had been stolen, the peppers had been pilfered, the limes had been lifted. But there were sliverings in the kitchen of Nature's farm, stirred by the sickling smell of the barnyard. Miss Nurtured had decided to make tamales for the country fair. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Miss Nurture said, "Ole." Disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. But while the nurturers were at the fair, the rooster into the kitchen and borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the rooster ate crepes with white grapes and champagne sauce, though nobody was quite certain where the rooster learned how to read. A satisfied smile stretched over the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, "Oh, la la." End of the story. So it was, everybody was having a fiesta because they were learning new receipts, right? So they weren't eating the same foods. There's something new, something different that they were tasting. Has that ever happened to anybody, that you guys taste new food?
Yeah.
Let's say you guys like, or your favorite food is always
Why are we having tortillas, Mom?
tortillas?
Nothing happened to me when we were still attending program in person.
That happened to
We were
you?
having the same lunches every day.
Hi,
For some reason.
hi, Edith.
Hi, Ryan. And then you got, it got switched up and it's a different, right? So it makes you happy,
Hey,
eating something different.
hi,
Different.
Something different, something that tastes differently. So I could cook some, like say I could cook some enchiladas, and then Elisa maybe could cook some enchiladas in another way, and they taste different.
Yeah.
Do you
Right.
ever cook? Do you ever cook pupusas?
Pupusas, I tried it once, but they don't come out.
You try it once?
Yeah, I tried it once.
Oh,
How many of you guys help cook?
I did when I was little, but I stopped.
Why?
Amy, you help cook? Yeah, you like cooking?
Me too.
How about
Is
you,
this-
Josh?
No, I'm
Mhm.
working
What, you
on
like cooking?
Listen, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow. How about you,
Bye,
Elisa? You like
everybody.
cooking?
hi, Clifford.
Eh?
Elisa, you like cooking?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
How about you, Frank?
Yeah.
Hey, Winnie.
¿Con frijoles?
No, yo Winnie.
How about you guys?
Please.
What do you know how to cook?
Winnie.
Con salchicha.
Tita.
I like to cook. I mean,
Hi,
I like to cook I usually cook a lot of Mexican plates.
Yeah.
But my favorite is enchiladas.
Angela.
Me too. Diana, me too.
You too? Chicken enchiladas.
Yes.
Chicken
Hi.
enchiladas.
Hi. Hi, Edith.
Hi, Ryan.